We shall begin with a prayer, New Year prayer. A prayer addressed to Lord Ganapati, Hanumanji, Guru, Krishna, so that we receive the blessings of all these deities, and our day can begin, the new year can begin with an auspicious note. गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनाम् उपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराज्यं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन् ओदिभिः सीदसादनं महागणपतये नमः। ॐ मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वादात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं वानरं नमत राक्षसान्तकम्। तुमस्मिन् कार्यनिर्योगे प्रमाणं हरिसत्तमा हनुमन्यत्नमास्थाय दुःखक्षयकरो भव। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्तिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरोर्मूर्तिः पूजामूलं गुरोः मन्त्रमूलं गुरोर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरोर्कृपा मोक्षमूलं गुरोर्कृपा। 2 minutes you can, with your eyes closed, watching your breath, and beholding the inner light, Atma Jyoti. Let that inner light guide you on the path of dharma and righteousness. As you walk the arduous path of life's difficult choices, and you see darkening, gathering, ignorance all around, it is the inner light, the light of discrimination, the light of the self, that can guide you to make the right choices and enjoy the fruits of the choices. So spend 2 minutes on the first day of this new year, focused on the inner light, Atma Jyoti. And seek guidance, seek your inspiration. From that light. And God for us is Antaryami, one who controls us from our inner heart. He lives in the heart. God is that light, that blissful light that lives in the heart of all. So we seek our guidance from that light. And as you focus between the eyebrows and on the breath, you will be able to dive into that oceanic bliss. And renew yourself. And for the long journey of this new year. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Harihi Om. Now please open your eyes. So, this is the new year we are beginning, the first day of the new year. And the new year is, the first day of the new year is meant for new resolutions, new promises, and new initiatives, and to review our activities of the last year, the year that just passed by. We have to review them, we have to create wisdom out of them, we have to create light out of those experiences. And then take new resolutions. We had many failings in the last year. Last year also on the first day we took resolutions, promises, initiatives, but our initiatives were given up midway. We could not proceed successfully. Our promises were all broken and our dreams were all shattered. But still we have not given up hope. That is the spirit of human being. We never say die. We never quit. We never give up hope. We have failed. We have fallen several times. And all those occasions we woke up and continued our journey. So this spirit of that never giving up and continuing our journey is the quality of human beings. So what are the promises that we would like to make for this year? What are the pledges, the initiatives? It is for you to decide. It is not for me to tell you what should be your dream for the next year. Each one of you are unique individuals. We are God's creation, and according to our scriptures, we say you all are divine beings. There is divinity in all of us. So life's purpose is to manifest that divinity as we interact with the world. The world gives you many opportunities, many challenges, and those opportunities and challenges have to be faced, confronted, and used very intelligently. But all this is possible when you realize your inner divinity, which is very, very important. If you think we are a useless person, then you will behave like a useless person. If you think our energies are used less, then you will have that kind of an attitude to life. So never give up hope. That is the first message I want to give you. When you look back, you may feel that you have not risen up to your expectations. Therefore you feel diffident. Will I be able to make it next year? I didn't score well in my examinations. I didn't do well in business. I decided to do exercise last year, but I never did it. I decided to walk at least 6 miles every day, which I never did it. I decided never to get angry with my spouse and children. I never did that. If you make a list of things, it is always failure. You get only maybe just B grade or C grade. But still, we have not given up hope. We again take a new resolutions this year. So what should be those new resolutions? Let us collectively think. We have to individually think, but we can collectively think. And you can take your own resolutions in the process. According to our rishis, human beings have got 3 deficiencies or 3 defects. God has created, they say, human beings with certain defects. And God has given us the freedom either to live those defects or live out of those, get out of those defects. What are those 3 defects that we universally see in human beings? One is greed. We all are very greedy. Whatever I have, I want to possess, and I want to grab what you have also. Like children. Children want to keep their toys and want the neighbor's toys also. They never share. And we all are grown-up children. So one defect that we see in human beings is the defect of greed, unending need. You keep on wanting. There never end to the want. It is only when you go to deep sleep, there is no need. And when you are in deep sleep, you are very happy, aren't you? Very happy. Because there are no need. When there is no need, when there is no greed, your natural happiness manifests. So one problem with the human beings or human suffering, you all say we are suffering due to various reasons. But the central problem that human beings face is this unending need, which is greed. And as a result of that, we all are suffering. We are happy only in deep sleep. Some of you may be sleeping even now. Very sleep because it makes you very happy. So from that we discover greed is not good. If we learn to share our resources, which is a very important need of the modern age. The modern age is suffering because of the greed of wealthy people, powerful people, people who have got born with a silver spoon in their mouth. They all are greedy and suffering. So the message of the new year is, come out of that greed. Share your resources. Share your resources with your neighbor, those who don't have the resources and they are suffering. So we have to learn to share our resources. That is the first message of the new year. That is the resolution we have to take. We will share our meager resources. Maybe we don't have many resources, but there are very rich people, very powerful people. And those people, and we belong to that category. We are the middle class, the upper middle class. We belong to 30% of the population. The rest are 60% or 70% are below us. So we have a duty to share our resources with others, and therefore dana. Dana means sharing, giving become very, very important. The Brihadaranya Upanishad says that, the Bhagavad Gita says that, and the Taittiriya Upanishad, the Bhagavad Gita, the Veda, all our scriptures say we have to share our resources. And when we share, there is happiness, isn't it? When I give you something, in that giving there is happiness. I am happy, you also are happy. I don't know whether you are happy, but actually the receiver is happy. So in giving, there is happiness. In possessing, there is unhappiness. What you possess, that perishes with you. What you share, that flourishes and come back to you in thousandfold. Like a farmer broadcasting seeds and rich harvest, the end of the year he can go and harvest a bounteous crop. Isn't it? When you give something, you see a smile on the other's face. That makes you happy. So learn this great lesson, which the Upanishad says, Dattada, the Brihadaranya Upanishad says. Danam, the Bhagavad Gita says. The Upanishad and the Gita, which are our scriptures, emphasize this virtue called giving. When you go to your parents, go with a gift. Don't go with empty hands. When you go to your guru, go with a gift. When you go to the temple, go with a gift. And then you will get back. Not necessarily from the person to whom you give, but the universe will give you. You will get it from the universal power. Nature will give you plenty in return. So that is the first resolution we have to take. This year we are going to practice that value, the value of giving. Just take a resolution. This year I am going to give. If you have nothing, give a smile. Your money, give your money. If your health, help somebody. Nothing is there, give a flash a smile and make the other person happy. So let that be the first resolution on this New Year day, the first day of the New Year. The second problem of the human being is cruelty or anger. We all are angry for no reason. You're angry with your children, you're angry with your spouse, you're angry with your neighbor, you're angry with your teachers, for no rhyme or reason. It seems that anger has become our built-in nature. We are not able to get out of that. And as a result, you are not able to create desirable results. If I angrily tell you, get me a glass of water, you will turn around and go away, isn't it? If I lovingly tell you, can I have a glass of water, you will lovingly bring a glass of water. Not only water, along with that your love and your appreciation, your respect. So this problem of anger, for no reason, rhyme or reason, we are angry. Something is wrong with us. Why are you angry? Nobody knows. Why are you cruel? Why do you enjoy cruelty? Why do you enjoy somebody suffering? People are suffering. And you sit at home and say, he deserves it. Who are you to judge? The other person deserves it. So this problem of violence and anger, in the name of God, in the name of religion, in the name of money, this, that is another reason for human suffering. So this day, today, we take a resolution. We will be compassionate and loving. Compassionate to the other. Even if the other is angry with you, you don't have to reciprocate with anger. Krodham akrodhena jayet. Anger can be overcome by compassion and love. Anger cannot be removed by anger. Anger can be removed only by love and compassion. Like darkness can be removed only by light. So today we take a resolution that I will not be angry. I'll be relating with others lovingly and compassionately. Compassion blooms your heart. Anger burns your heart, burns your brain. And you don't take right decisions at that time. When you're angry, you don't know what kind of words you are uttering. You call your own son, your son of a donkey. Isn't it? Which is the only truth, which may be true. So in anger, you don't know what you are speaking. You will not be able to express your own innate good nature. So be compassionate and be loving. Dayadhum, the Barhadaranya Upanishad says. Dayadhum, one should show compassion. And when you show compassion, compassion will be shown to you. We all can live in an atmosphere of love and care and compassion, which will be an ideal society. So this year, we take a resolution that we will be compassionate to the other and try to live accordingly. You may fail, doesn't matter. But the very effort itself is enjoyable. The very effort. The second resolution is, I shall be compassionate and loving with all people around me so that I can get back the same compassion and love from others. These are the things we are seeking in life. Actually, we are not seeking wealth or power or pleasures. What we are seeking is peace. What we are seeking is that inner joy. What we are seeking is feeling, I am okay. That is the feeling that we are seeking. The other things are simple, material, gross objects. It cannot give you that inner joy that we are seeking. So be compassionate and be loving. And third problem that we all face is overindulgence, bhoga trishna, consumerism, as they say. I want to consume, I want to consume. And these days, internet, you can just pick up the phone and order things and it will be delivered at home, whether you need it or not. As a result of that, this kind of a habit of indulging, buying, or shopping. I have seen people going to Haridwar. You go to Haridwar or Rishikesh to take a bath in the Ganga. The moment you get down off the bus, your first thought is, where can I shop? So shopping, you go around shopping and then buy a lot of things and then you forget to take a bath in the Ganga, which was the purpose of going to Haridwar. That you don't do. You do some shopping there and come back. And will you use those things what you have bought? You're never going to use them. So this overindulgence, bhoga, is another problem. This is not a new problem. This was an old problem. So there, the message is, this year new message is, I will consume less. I will consume less. If I am taking 3 teas a day, I will make it only 1 tea. 1 packet of cigarette, then I will take only 1 cigarette. If I am using so many pair of shoes, I will reduce it. As a result of that, when you reduce your consumption, you not only protect the environment, you also keep yourself healthy. So for personal health, for protecting the environment and creating peace in the community, we have to practice what is called less, the philosophy of less is more. That should be the central message for the new year. Less is more. Now we are living a philosophy is more is less. Isn't it? The more you get, the more you want. Are you happy? No, I want more. More become less. And that is experientially also true. The first laddu you ate, you were extremely happy, isn't it? Second laddu, less happy. Third laddu, lesser happiness. Fourth laddu, looks like a cannonball. So what do you learn from that? The more you consume, the less you get out of that. The less you are happy out of that. Therefore, the philosophy is, a healthy philosophy is, less you consume, more you get out of that. Isn't it? The first laddu you ate, so much happiness. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. So that should be another message or a resolution for this year. I will consume less. The less you consume, the healthier you become. The better you protect the environment and nature. So these are the 3 pledges that you have to take. Promises you have to make to yourself. That I will share whatever I have, I will be loving and compassionate, and I will consume less. When you consume less, you will be able to share more, isn't it? If you have 2 chapatis, eat 1 and give the other to your neighbor. So if you follow these 3 principles, Dayadhum, Damadhum, Dattada, says the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Dayadhum means be compassionate and loving. Damadhum means reduce your needs. Dattada means share your resources. The Bhagavad Gita also says, Yajna dana tabah karma natyajamidi chabare. Yajna, dana and tapa. Tapa means reducing your needs. Dana means sharing your resources. And yajna means working together for common prosperity. These are the values. Similarly, another Upanishad, the Taittiriya Upanishad says, Satyamiti satyavacharādhi taraha tabaiditabo nityah paurusishtihi swadhyaya pravajanamevedi nako mautkalyaha. 3 values. Satyam. Satya means truthfulness. You should be truthful. To yourself at least. To yourself you must be truthful. You may not say the truth to everybody. You don't have to volunteer the truth. But at least you must be truthful to yourself. Satyamiti satyavacharādhi taraha taboiditabo nityah paurusishtihi. Similarly, tapas. Tapas means reducing your needs is another value. Swadhyaya pravajane evedinako mautkalyaha. Similarly, swadhyayam. Swadhyaya is self-awareness. One must aware oneself all the time. Not that somebody has to tell you. One should be an awareful living. Once you are awareful, then you can tap into the natural happiness that you are, we all are. So let this be 3 messages for the new year. This is the oldest message, but I am renewing it for us. We are trying to remember that. Remember these eternal values which are very important for survival of humanity. Humanity is in real danger. We are almost looking into the brink, into the abyss. We are all almost on the brink, looking into the abyss. Because there is violence all over, there is greed, anger, irresponsibility, vulgar display of wealth, regardless of the suffering that we see all around. Humanity is on a crisis point now. Not only that, we have enormous destructive powers. Weapons of mass destruction, delivery systems, artificial intelligence, robotics, all this enormous power that we have created. We are not using it for the well-being of human beings, but it's for destruction, controlling, exploitation. This cannot go long. This will not take us far. It's time for us to stop and reflect. What we need is reflective action, not reactions. At this point we are reacting violently, thoughtlessly. What we need is deep reflection, all of us, in the family, in the organizations, on the road rage. Everybody is shouting at each other. We see violence everywhere. It is time for us, all of us, to reflect. Am I doing the right thing? Like those rishis asked Vatmiki. Vatmiki was a hunter. He used to waylay people and snatch things from them. One day Vatmiki, Ratnakara was his original name. He meets these rishis, 3 rishis, about to snatch their bundles. Small things they had there to snatch them. Then the rishis looked at Vatmiki, Ratnakara, and asked him, please think before you snatch. Think. Suppose if we do the same thing to you, what will be your thought? What will be your reaction? Now you are trying to snatch from my purse. Suppose I try to snatch your purse. You try to poke my eyes. Suppose I try to do the same thing to you. Please think. So they held a mirror against him, against his action. And when Vatmiki heard it, when Ratnakara heard it, that's the first time you are hearing. Because otherwise people used to fight with him or run away from him. The rishis looked straight into his eyes and challenged him without any fear. Suppose we do the same thing to you, or someone does the same thing to you, what will be your response? What will be your thought? When Vatmiki heard it, or Ratnakara heard it for the first time, he had no answer. He just sat down there. He didn't move. They say for 12 years he did not move. He thought about it. So deep thinking before you act. That is what we need today. The deep thinking. Consequential thinking, as they say. Or the morality of your doing. Am I doing the right thing? That will make you contemplative, reflective. That will take you deep into yourself. Just a reflection. Am I doing the right thing? Should I do it? Suppose the same thing is done to me, what will be my response? Thus Vatmiki sat there, or Ratnakara sat there. They said 12,000 years, whether 12,000 or 12 days, doesn't matter. And from that, he blossomed into that great, wise poet. So what we require is to discover our own humanity, our own divinity, our own perfection. What we need only reflection. You don't have to do anything. Doing comes after reflecting. I see the central problem that we face today is lack of reflection. We just jump into them. We just whip the knife and plunge it into somebody's stomach before we think. This is what is happening. Or whip the gun and shoot 10 people. That's what we are seeing everywhere. Impulsively acting. We are creatures, victims of our own thoughtless impulses. So one has to restrain that. So reflective action. That is what is the central message that I would like to give you. Reflect before you act. Look before you leap. And once that reflection comes, nobody has to tell you what is right and wrong. Nobody has to tell you what is to be done. What is necessary is reflection. So that's how I began this session, this satsang, with a 2 minutes meditation. You focus between your eyebrows, on your breath, on your thoughts. Then you will be able to discover the light within you. The light is not outside. That light is seen because of the light inside. That light is not there, you will not be able to see it. Isn't it? Close your eyes, you don't see the light. Or if you are blind, you don't see the light. And in search of that light, we are going everywhere. So we should learn to reflect or cultivate awareness. So awareness, awareful activity, reflective activity, meditative, contemplative activity. That should be the message for humanity. If you don't do that, we will be jumping into the dark abyss. There is no time for us to waste. Each one of us are responsible now. So what you do this year will have lasting impact. 2019 is a very critical year. This will have lasting impact, whatever we do today. So be thoughtful, be reflective, share your resources, be loving and compassionate, and let us embrace the whole humanity in our loving and compassionate mind and thoughts. That is what we have to do. We are all brothers and sisters, children of the same God. There is divinity in us. Manifest that divinity as you interact with the world. This is the message I want to give you all. Whether you succeed in that, it doesn't matter, but at least think about it. Let this day be a day for thinking and reflecting, contemplating, looking into our own inner light. And that will be a sure guide for you in all that you are doing. Because life unfolds in terms of choices. You have to make choices, isn't it? You made a choice to come here. Some people did not make that choice, they are somewhere else. Life unfolds in terms of choices, and the choices are very, very important for us. And nobody will be there to guide you. We have to seek the inner guidance. So, go inward and look at the world from there. Look at your own mind from there. And then you will get the correct guidance. So please follow these 3 values. What are the 3 values? Sharing, compassion, and less indulgence. Yoga vritti, not bhoga vritti. At this point now we have bhoga vritti, and you know bhogis become rogis. So yogi become a healthy person. So that is my message for the new year, and this institution is dedicated for that. This is a knowledge institution, Vijnana Kendra. Of course, here is Lord Ganesha, there is Lord Hanumanji. You can come and pray, but ultimate purpose is to gain this knowledge, understanding. Without understanding, life becomes a piece of cotton fluttering or a dry leaf fluttering here and there in the wind without any purpose. So this understanding is very, very important. So I wish you all for the new year, and take these resolutions, keep that hope alive in you. You have enormous resources within you. Your capacity to love, your capacity to give, your capacity to create, the use of those capacities. And the more you give, the more you grow. The more you love, the more you expand. The more you reduce your need, the healthier and happier you become. So these are simple things, but seems to be so difficult. But as you practice it, it becomes easier and easier. So this institution is dedicated to teach you, to inspire you on these lines. And I welcome all of you to this place, and we will be offering classes. You can participate in those classes. And I wish you all a very, very happy new year. May Lord Ganesha and Hanumanji and Lord Subramanya, they all bless you, so that you can see the inner light and lead a happy, fulfilling and creative life. Thank you very much. Hari Om.